The flesh, you may have heard of it spoken in Christian circles as this, nasty, arrogant thing. And it certainly can be that it lusts after things and it's proud and all that sort of thing. So we have this idea that the flesh has like this, almost this sin disease built into it. And there's nothing you can do about it. And it's just there, and it's always going to be there, and you're going to struggle and you're going to fight forever. Because it's something that's just inherited, it's in your DNA, nothing you can do about it. But yet one of the main tenets of Christianity is that Jesus Christ, the Son of God, came in the flesh. Whose flesh did he come from? Mary. Was Mary tainted with this horrible sin disease that then was passed on to Jesus? Well, wait a minute, Jesus was sinless. So, do you see the problem here? We have the perfect sacrifice, Jesus, who was absolutely sinless, but we're told that human beings have this inherited sin that they pass on to each other. But somehow either Mary didn't have it or she didn't pass it on. But then was Jesus really in the flesh? See, a whole lot of problems happen. So let me give you another way to look at the flesh. Think of the flesh as the ultimate smart vehicle, okay? A Tesla from the year 3000, all right? It can do all kinds of things on its own, automatically. Just like if this car could go decide when it wants to get charged back up, decide when it wants to get more air in the tires, decide when it wants to go get washed, it's going to do whatever's good for it, okay? The car is going to do whatever is good for it. Now, you may be needing to go to work and this car decides, okay, you know what? I'm ready to go down and get some new tires. Okay, and then you come out to the driveway, your car's gone. It's like, oh, well, okay, so the car can do bad things following what it wants, okay? Because it doesn't have a driver. So after you come to Christ, you sort of wake up and find yourself, oh, I'm in the driver's seat. Like, I tell the car what to do. So the car has had some bad program. It's been learning, it's got AI. It's been learning bad programming for quite a while. And now you're going to have to teach it to do what you want it to do. And Jesus is in there with you. He's going to help you, okay? So it's not that the car is totally innocent. It's done some bad things. It made you late for work. It kept you from getting home on time or whatever. It's done bad things. It's spent a lot of your money, okay? But it's more something that you can control rather than something that's just, it's something that's just inherently bad. You might want to think of it almost as neutral. It just does what you tell it to do. The flesh, your flesh, will do what you tell it to do. It really doesn't have a choice. So after you are aware, after you've come to Christ, after you have the Holy Spirit living inside of you, none of us are perfect. That's why we need grace. But we're learning to operate this vehicle known as the flesh. So think about it that way. And when you make a mistake, when the programming's bad on the car and it, veers off to get charged up when you don't want it to, or when it wants to do something you don't want it to, it gives you these warning lights. You can ignore that. You can say, okay, hey, I want to be filled full on my charge. And you can say, you got your 80% full. You can keep on going for a while. Don't worry. Okay, that's what fasting is. Sometimes it sends you these warning signals that something's wrong, okay? Now, if the car senses somebody's coming up, out of the blind side, it may want to overcorrect. It may be okay, and you need to tell it, no, don't overcorrect. Okay, it's okay. So that's kind of like anger. It's okay. Anger's telling you something's wrong, but you don't have to give in to anger. You can just say, okay, this is not fun. Yeah. Anyway, I hope that helps. Just think about that a little bit. Comment on it and tell me what you think about this view of the flesh versus this view of it's just a condemned, nasty, worthless thing. Let me know.